everyone.
Hi, everyone.
I'm Tracy.
I'm Carol.
And we are My Outlander Purgatory.
You didn't let me say it.
Oh.
Pick your purgatory of choice. Are we only talking Outlander tonight?
Well, I think we talk a few other things. Mostly, I mean, that's the top story. Well, really, the top story of the day is that we're actually sitting doing this because it's been a long time. Quite a long time. But seeing as Droughtlander is almost over, 2.5 weeks.
Yes.
It's ready to get going again. I was just looking at, well, we'll get to this.
Don't kill me, but now you're not matching up with your audio.
I don't even care anymore. Just you know what? You guys, we apologize in advance for the technical difficulties. It's 9:30 at this point. We've been trying to figure out how to make our internet connection not be so that sounds like that.
That looks even funnier, seeing as you look the way you look.
Oh my God. So yes, we have 2.5 weeks until the premiere of Outlander on September 10th, which is a Sunday, which is way more convenient for our lives, I have to say. Carol, what have you been up to how's your summer been?
My summer sucked my ass. How about yours?
My summer really didn't start until
that was really, really, really rude. I'm sorry, guys. I have a lot of...
Except it really did suck her ass. So yeah. There's that. My summer really started about, what days? About 2 weeks ago, maybe 3, when I finally stopped working 60-hour weeks, 70-hour weeks, and got to a little more normal schedule. But now Labor Day is in a week and a half. So, summer of 2017 will go down in the purgatory history as not one of the better ones.
As about as purgatory as you can get. Okay, so listen, seriously. On the one hand, I was just saying how much I really, really like seeing, seeing the Outlander trailers and stuff and the little snippets that come out. And on the other hand, my God, stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I know. Well, we've started this video 17 times. First, all right, wait. Carol, what? And you're probably half done it by now. What are you drinking?
Santa Margarita, go.
And that, you guys, tells you everything you need to know about this summer.
Oh.
I mean, the Cavit, don't make us laugh. Scoop of chocolate, scoop of vanilla, don't waste our time.
I don't want to be... Cavit got me through a lot of times in my life. It's just that I have a really fickle head, and Santa Margarita seems to not ever give me a headache.
I have chosen a nice little margarita, although it's taken us so long to actually get this video together tonight that the ice is all gone and it's starting to get lukewarm. So I'm going to have to drink it very fast.
Are you drinking a margarita because it's so damn hot outside?
Oh my God. It is, and I shouldn't complain because the aforementioned not having a summer at all, it's really kind of nice to now actually be able to get home at 5:30 and enjoy the evening air. But the evening air tonight is about 98 degrees. And it's really hot. And as you know from being familiar with the mop world, I don't have air conditioning in this house. We have a window unit in the other room, in the room next to me, which I am not in. Hence the schwitzen.
She does not do that.
So anyway, let's get to the top story, which is, I guess this is really our Outlander season 3 preview. I feel like I'm the worst person to be previewing Outlander season 3 because I feel like I've been so out of the loop this summer with Outlander stuff that I'm kind of coming into it new. But to your point, you sort of hinted at this a little bit earlier. So we have trailers. We've had one trailer for quite a while.
But far be it from you to let me say it.
Well, you just did before.
No, you told me to shut up so you could say something.
All right, go ahead.
I just was saying that I'm tired of it. I don't want to see all this stuff. On the one hand, I get really excited and I almost cry when I see these trailers. And on the other hand, really, really, Jamie and Claire reunion? Really? Like, if it were up to me, I wouldn't have even had Jamie in any of these trailers. I would have had these build up, build up, build up, where you literally went into the season, if you didn't read the books, not knowing what was going on. And book readers would have been like, where's Jamie? Where's Jamie? We would have been salivating. Like, where is he? You know what I'm saying? I feel like they've given way too much of the season in the trailers. Just because. Why are they doing that? I'm assuming it's because it took them so damn long to get this season going. But you know what? I don't care. You're killing us. You're killing me, Smalls. There should not be so much happening in these trailers. Thank you. Mic drop.
Here, you can drop. Whoa! Why is this catching? I don't know. I was going to drop. Whoa! Oh, I'm caught on something. All right. I don't know. Am I? What the heck am I caught on? Oh.
What did I see Nicole Richie in the other night?
Hold on a minute. I don't know. Whatever happened to her?
Nicole Richie was on a TV show the other night, and I don't remember what it was.
Okay, sorry about that. Here, now I can go like this. Mic drop. Okay.
Mic drop. And I can.
I agree with you. I think that. Well, first of all, I think that the Outlander audience. What?
I was doing the Brickley too long at Mass thing when they used to go like. That's that. Too long when Mass would go over and Joanne would be like down the other end of the thing, going like this. Yeah.
Okay. So I think that the audience they know where their bread is buttered. They know that 3/4 of the people that watch this show are book readers. So they're not spoiling anything. I mean, yes, they are, but like.
But I don't want so much of it.
But I get it. I'm with you on this one. I swear to God, there is a photo out there of Jamie, like, sitting behind a printing press or something. And I was like.
Yes.
Whoever posts that,
There is a photo of the moment they reunite. There is a photo of the two of them in the printing press. He might as well be pissing on the ale pot, for God's sake.
I know, and I don't want to see any of it. That said, Carol, should we listen to the trailer and to the original trailer and see what we
have to say? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. The part where they show them, I'm sure it's like in the nursery. Maybe it's in the nursery or the hospital. I don't know. But she's all, oh, yay, Frank. And he's all, oh, look at our baby. And I'm like, get off that baby.
Drop the baby.
You guys, you know what? It's not often that I go back and read the blog. But you know what? Go back and read the blog, the post that I have when I reviewed that section in the nursery when Bree rolls over for the first time or whatever happens, and Claire and Frank are in the nursery, and Tracey, it was La Leche cocktail.
The Leche cocktail. I kept trying to figure out what that was.
Go back, you guys, and read.
I got it mixed up with what you call Fergus Lamaze.
Tracey, you are really jumping ahead now. You guys, go back. I will find it. I will post it. Read my review from years ago about that scene where Claire and Frank are in the nursery with Bree. I was livid. I was so livid. Get off Jamie's baby.
Sorry, I have to sit through Bobby Flay before we get it.
And Jamie walking. They showed that the other day, with the chain gang. Did you see that, Tracey?
Wait. What?
I said she's not listening. Did you see him walking?
There was another little trailer. Well, we'll get to that. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready to go back to the trailer? Are you ready to go back to the trailer?
Okay. Should I just listen?
Yeah.
I can't see it. Can you show me on your screen? You guys, technology,
Do you want to watch it at the same time? I mean, I can probably put it over the video, but
You know what's sad? Tracy and I are pretty technologically savvy, but we're just too
Yeah.
lazy and don't have the time to like do it so that you guys can see
No,
it while we
here's
watch
here's
it.
what it really is. If I turn my computer around and show you it, well, they'll be watching it too from some weird angle, but then it won't be. I won't be able to put the computer back so that I can like.
Oh my God, we are pathetic. This is technology that's been around for 10
No,
years.
I won't be able to put it back so that I look good in the frame.
I'm not going to fault you on that one. Are you kidding me? I take 10 minutes to fix the lights, and this is terrible lighting, P.S. I can't believe somebody commented one time on my kitchen acoustics. I was like, I should be happy they're not commenting on my horrific lighting. I wish we
All
could,
right, here
you
we go.
guys, I wish we could get Snapchat filters on these videos because my very, like, my longest, dearest friend, Annie Tracey, asked me the other day, I told her that I use Snapchat filters. If you see anything of me on Facebook, she's like, I was wondering if you had work done. She goes, I asked Anne if you had work done because you always look so good. And I'm like, oh no, that's Snapchat.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Yes.
Oh, this isn't what I want. Oh, good Lord. All right, keep talking. Good Lord.
So anyway, you guys, here's what I want to know. All right, you know what? I'm going to interrupt myself.
Okay, I found it again.
We are
Okay,
going to
hold
start
on.
doing videos for you guys with live. We're going to let you guys, like, have you guys ask questions so that we can do this live. And I can say, like, which scenes do you really wish you hadn't seen in these trailers?
Yeah, I mean, put them in the comments too, and then we can comment on them.
And then
All right,
then we can use our 2007 technology to answer them in the comments.
Carol, maybe we can post something on MySpace. No, I was never on MySpace. That was like before my time, kind
You know, I saw somebody the other day who had a MySpace page, and I was like,
of.
wow.
All right, ready? All right, so Claire is in the hospital right now.
Got to turn it up.
Wait.
Turn it up, turn it up.
Okay, let's just talk right there. We're 11 seconds into the trailer, and I'm already like,
I can't hear. Where are you?
11 seconds in the trailer, and Frank's like, Claire, we're going to be all right. And Claire's like, oh, Frank, kiss me.
All right, you know what? Which trailer? Send me a link because I need to watch this.
Why don't I watch it and comment on stuff, and you'll remember what it is.
Yes, remind me of screens. Exactly.
Okay, so Frank's all mad. He's like, Claire, you promised, and you won't let me in.
And she's like, okay, I will, Jamie.
So at first you see like Claire and Frank, and clearly like they're not very happy, and you know, and he's like, you won't let me in, and she's like, you asked me to leave everything that I like loved, and blah blah blah.
And I'm thinking,
so-
Claire, didn't you agree to burn all your shizzle when you came back? And now all of a sudden you gave away everything you love? Like, make up your mind, sister.
Okay.
I think someone's got a foot in each time zone.
So now, like clearly Brianna is all grown up, and they're all like, we love her. We hate each other, but we love her.
And she's like this. We'll find him.
Now she's, and I think, okay, so they're having this big argument, right? What is it that you want from me? That is La Leche on the floor. That scene. You're calling it here.
You mean they've changed it? Because in the book, it was like Bree rolled over for the first time. They were both in the nursery. They both gazed at each other over the crib, and La Leche started happening.
Yeah, but I think that's it. Like, she's got some house coat on. Her hair's still kind of like gross from 1940.
What is with the scenes where her hair is like this?
I know. Well, you know, you were a new mom once, Carol. Like,
Lord, that's what these are for. Okay? That hair she looks like a caged animal.
They had invented the scrunchie by 1948, so, you know,
Sister
whatever.
Girl needs to put in one of those, like, head...
Nude.
Is that it? The one that's like, the you know, like in the 40s when they used to... When there's
News.
who's the woman from like the We Can Do It woman who's like working in like during the war? in the factory.
Like a snood.
Like that thing that ties up here.
Yeah,
that's what she needs to have in her hair.
All right. Okay, so now we see. Okay, all right. We need to talk about this scene where you first see Jamie, and he's like, "Are you there?"
Yes.
Oh, now you're okay. We first see Jamie, and he's like, "I'm home." Now, I think, and this will have like a spoiler, I guess, alert. But we're about to talk spoilers. So if you haven't read the books, you might want to like go la 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 for a while.
At this point, it's like
this is where at the end of Dun Bonnet World, Jamie has agreed to like be caught.
Right.
And I think that he's not like, I'm home, Wilma, I'm home. I think that they've like set this all up.
I agree. But didn't we already discuss this in the last video? I think we did.
Really? Did we break this trailer down?
I think we did, Tracey. Because I remember because we were talking about how Jenny's crying. And you said to me at that point, like, this whole thing is totally convoluted. Like, it's... I think we did.
Did we really?
Although we're not, Tracey, we're not really sure if anyone saw it. Because remember, that was the video we made that was like over an hour, but only 30 minutes showed up on YouTube. And we emailed pretty much everyone who's ever had a job at YouTube. Yeah.
I seriously, if we already broke down this trailer... You guys, forget it. You got to pack it in because we are just like...
We could talk turn. We had the turn finale.
Which one? Don't you just hate when Siri just
starts talking in the middle of your daughter's confirmation? Yes, I do.
No. But, you know what? Do you guys want to see a really cool thing that Siri does? Ready?
You were saying...
I see a little silhouette of a man. No, wait. I see a little silhouette of a man.
I'm not sure I understand.
Siri, you dumbass.
Siri? I see a little silhouette of a man.
I'm not sure I understand.
Shut up, Siri.
Hey,
Siri?
Alexa. I see a little silhouette of a man.
I give that one a go, but I think Freddie Mercury is the only one who can do that song justice. Although 1,000 karaoke fans may disagree.
Alexa just mocked me.
Siri used to sing the whole thing. Like, that's all you would have to do. I see a little silhouette of a man. And she would start singing the whole song. Siri.
They probably pulled, like, the rights or something. My chickie just told me that Freddie Mercury did a way better job than I did.
Okay. Wait. I really now do have to see if we have Outlander diversions.
My God,
very first guys. Outlander season 3 trailer. You guys, we're such losers. I seriously can't believe we already.
I didn't think that's what we were talking about. I didn't think this was an Outlander video. I thought we were talking about like Game of Thrones and Turn and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So we don't have to break it down because we've already done it. Go see our last video. There is that little other video that they or a little trailer that they just did. That's like a minute long, and that's a little more print choppy. God, I'm just too old. All right. Is there anything else we need? Where'd you go? Is there anything else we need?
I can't hear you.
You okay? You good? You okay? Is there anything else we need to talk about Outlander? So it starts September 10th. There's nothing really going on. There was a big Comic-Con event that I'm sure you guys all saw. Diana was there. All the stars were there. They showed the first episode. And this is a while ago. This is like a month ago, probably. So there's people out there that have seen the first episode already. There's no real event on the East Coast. We live on the East Coast, so obviously we couldn't get out to Comic-Con. Entertainment Weekly is doing an event in New York, like a screening of the first episode. But honestly, it just it's only like open to subscribers, which I am, by the by. But I couldn't even tell you, like, you had to like go here and register there and do this and do.
We are too old for that.
Again, the whole like working all the time deal, like it was too much trouble. Like part of me is kind of like,
I go when I'm invited.
Yeah, yeah. We put a lot of time into it, and I just kind of don't feel like spending more time trying to figure out like where to go to maybe win a pass to go see the premiere, 4 days early.
I don't do the wait in line thing.
Carol doesn't get out for less than $10,000.
I don't get out of bed for under $10,000 a day. Me and Linda.
It would be fun to go, but I'm not. I'm really happy for everybody who's going to be able to go to get the chance. We've done it, and more power to you.
Here's the deal. If you're like a newer fan and you're like, oh my God, this would be so cool, go. You'll have a fun time. And you'll meet other friends from Outlander who love Outlander. And we have friends now that Tracey and I have met over the years that, we talk to them almost daily, if not daily. So it's a great time. But, we got a little spoiled. I mean, we've been invited since the beginning, since before the show. And I guess this time around, either they're not doing it or the invites are coming late.
I think, this is season 3. They've been doing, the show is pretty pretty solid now. I don't think Stars.
They don't need us anymore.
They don't need us anymore. And I don't blame them. They don't need us to spend the money, spend the effort on doing, building the fan base. The fan base is there.
Right.
So they have given it off to Entertainment Weekly, to sort of take over, and it's all good. I will say that my Entertainment Weekly subscription is ending in December, and I'm like,
she doesn't know if she's gonna re-up.
I don't know, you guys, because their font. I don't know if you read Entertainment Weekly. I like to read Entertainment Weekly on the elliptical machine, but even with these reading glasses, it's a damn thing because the type is 2-point type. So anyway,
sorry about showing you all my yogurt and mayo.
Yogurt and mayo. So okay, so I don't know that there's really been. Clearly, we covered the trailer more than we thought we did. I don't know that there's been all that much more announcements about casting or whatever. And right now we're just in we're in nesting mode, you guys. We're in Outlander nesting mode.
What are you the most excited to see?
Good question. I'm the most excited to see kind of older, hardened Jamie.
I hope we're going to get that.
You know what I mean? I did see, because you remember that when I was talking about that, I wonder if they were going to gloss over the Dunbonnet stuff. That's a photo I did see as well. The photo. Oh, this photo killed me. There was a photo of the Dunbonnet Jamie. So he's got beard and
Oh my God. It was kind of, it was luckily they stopped just short of mock me with the big, with the JJ beard.
And you have to be really careful of Jamie with a beard because, oh boy.
Oh.
But he's carrying Fergus.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And it was like,
what you talking about?
My little sword. It was like,
Yes. Yep.
That was a tough one. But yeah, I'm just, we have seen Claire at this point. We've seen older Claire, I should say. But but our Jamie still in our memory is, kind of a little goofy, a young guy who has suffered some real awful things, has grown up a bit, but is still, kind of not worn with life. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what that Jamie is going to look like.
Warm or worn?
Worn.
WORN, worn with life?
Yes. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? What are you most looking forward to seeing?
There's little things here and there that I want to see. I can't wait to see the ships. I'm a big Black Sails fan, so I know they use the same ships again for Outlander, and I want to see the reunion. OBS. I almost don't want to see Jamie in. God, I forget my prison names. Ardsmere?
Yeah.
Because it won't match up to mine. Something matched up to mine today for the first time in history. We interrupt this Outlander broadcast.
Oh, I know what you're going to talk about. Go ahead.
Matthew in Discovery of Witches. My Matthew, when I read the books, was Matthew Good. And it was announced today. Matthew Good is Matthew in Discovery of Witches. And I am so friggin' excited. I don't know what to do with myself. Because for the first time in history, my book character is matched up with my TV character.
Wow, that is pretty cool.
But me with my whole montage in my head of Jamie laying on the floor and the tiger's coming night, and it'll never be the same as what's in my head. And I also am seeing a little too much Frank in all of these trailers. I hope it's like season 2 was when there was just nothing but Frank for the first 10 minutes, and then they came off the plane, and she was all of a sudden, and you know what I mean? My God.
Well, I mean, I think that they can show a lot of Frank because nobody cares. I mean, people care, but that's not what everyone's waiting to see. What does Frank look like in 1950? People want to see Jamie. That's the big reveal. So that's why they have to dole that out a little bit. A little bit at a time.
I think they did themselves a disservice, and they should have kept Jamie completely out. And I'm telling you right now, again, I'm not a fan of all of the media that comes out. I'm just not a fan of all of the video and the photos over the months. I get that it's late. I get that it's been forever. I don't want to see it. Let me be surprised when I watch the show.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And I mean, I really don't mind seeing the Claire and Frank stuff, and the Bree grows up and whatever, and the whole Roger and Bree we have to find him. But do not show any. I mean, that trailer that we already broke down, the very end of it is kind of her getting to the print shop and going oh, opening the door. Don't want to see it. Nope.
Oh, let me brush my PBJ crumbs off my dress and make sure my zipper's hidden. That's the little stuff that I remember. And P.S. you guys, there's someone in my home who might be reading Drums of Autumn.
Oh boy!
Yep.
Is this person liking Drums of Autumn?
Yes, it's so funny because the last 2 times I've asked, how's it going? Good. What's happening? They're on a boat. It's early on. That's what I said. I was like, when were they on a boat? All right, you guys, spoiler alert. If you haven't read Drums of Autumn, look away. Close your ears. She had to swallow her rings.
I totally forgot that.
Yeah, that's where he was.
Well, they had to get from Georgia to North Carolina, right?
Yeah. Oh, and the governor he said the governor just gave them land.
Yeah, okay. Oh, because they were at I think they were at some fancy party sort of at that point.
Yeah.
They've already met Jocasta and stuff at that point.
I'm sitting here was that when? No, it must have been in an earlier one when Claire was talking about being at a party and not wearing the wig. Whatever. Ignore me.
No, because what's his name was hitting on her.
Was that France?
Douchey douche. Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember his name. I don't remember his name, but you know, he was kind of a little douchey douche. But then he ended up being like okay, sort of at the end,
What book are we?
which is kind of pathetic. Drums. No, I can't. I can't think of the guy's name, but he's he's like very foppish, and then he makes a pass at her in the barn.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
I think it's Fire Cross though that I'm thinking of.
Yes, I don't think this is Fire Cross. I think this is Drums.
The barn. You said the barn.
Oh wait.
You said.
Oh, you might be right. You might be right. You might be right.
You guys,
might be
once
right.
again, if you haven't read the books, you might want to just.
Oh no, I have. I need to go back.
Tracey, watch.
Watch what?
Watch.
Watch what?
Oh my God, I can't even believe you're asking me that.
Oh!
One of my all-time favorite. That's got to be definitely my top 5 of the
Oh my
entire series. Holy! I read that and went, yeah.
Should we play the shorter preview that we have not broken down? Because I know for sure because it just came out like last week.
Are you ready? Go.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh, have I even seen this?
No. Turn yours up because I've already seen it.
20 years ago,
Goodbye, Claire.
I shut the door on the past. And it was the hardest thing I've ever done. I can't go through that again.
Oh, shut up.
I know what I loved anyone but you. Don't give up everything I have. For us to be together again.
Oh, it's so loud. Turn it down. Oh my God, it's so loud.
It's off. I turned it
Yes,
off.
but turn your sound down a little.
I haven't touched my sound.
Oh, maybe it's my sound.
Oh my God, you guys.
I know.
I haven't seen that level from Sam Heughan ever. That was some serious eye contact
I know.
happening
That
there.
very, very, very first part where he's like talking to Lord John and he's like,
Her name was Claire.
My name was
wait.
I stopped right at that
Her
part.
name-
I stopped
wait,
right at that
wait.
part. Tracey, I didn't even mean to. I stopped right at that part. You go talking to Lord John, when he goes, and right then he goes, her name was Claire.
I know.
My name was Claire.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
Oh, salute. Wow. Slander.
Ah! I'm finished where I would toast it, but I'll do it with an empty glass. So yeah.
How did I
So-
miss that? I think this might have been on. Now that I think about it, I'm not really watching anything on Stars right now. Are you?
No.
Once Black Sails ended, I don't
I
watch
was
anything.
not watching Black Sails. I'm not right now, other than Game of Thrones, I'm not watching any like scripted TV right now.
All right.
Okay. So
Game of Thrones.
let's move on a little bit.
To Game of Thrones?
To Game of Thrones. And some other, we're kind of wrapping up Outlander, so let's do a quick wrap up of like the stuff we've been watching and that we've been into and that have carried us through this last, the 20-mile marker of Outlander. Game of Thrones.
There is.
You guys are going to hate me for this. I
no
mean, given that our
substitute.
names are My Outlander Purgatory, but Outlander is going to have to work really effing hard. And I'm sure they will because I have every confidence in them. but
To
to
watch.
to get to the level to like go mano a mano with Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Because Game of
Tracey.
Thrones this season has thrown down a gauntlet that is going to be tough to beat.
The CGI alone in Game of Thrones this season has me absolutely floored and feeling like the Eclipse Wolves were 40 years ago.
Well, yeah, you know what? I still don't think Game of Thrones direwolves are the best part of their CGI. I think Game of Thrones direwolves are a lot closer to the Twilight Wolves than you think. That's just my personal opinion. And I'm sure that Game of Thrones, that their budget is like, 17 million times bigger than the Outlander budget. Okay, spoilers for Game of Thrones if you're making your way through the earlier seasons. The end of last season, they basically like killed off half the cast. And that was a really smart move because the storylines now are just so much tighter than they were last year. Last year, you'd watch an episode and you'd be like, wait, who is this again?
I'm like that this year.
There's 20 different storylines. And
I'm like that this year, Tracey. I really am.
Almost everybody I've known who they are. And they're also very smart about their like previously on montage.
Yes, but I have to interrupt. And you guys, major spoilers. So if you're not caught up on Game of Thrones, you don't want to hear this. Do you see the articles that Linda posts? Because Linda posts a lot of Game of Thrones on like Monday mornings. And she posted one and I was like, I didn't even know this. I'm like, do you ever watch Game of Thrones and go, and you find something out and you're like, I love the show. My eyeballs are glued to the TV and yet I had no idea of this. So I knew about Jon Snow and Ned Stark's sister.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know what you're going to say.
And I knew that Ned Stark was not his father, that Ned Stark's sister was his mother. And I have something that I want to get to regarding Catelyn, but I'm going to get back to that.
Mm-hmm.
I did not realize, I think I forgot somewhere between last season and this season, this is what happens. People owe networks when you don't air shows for 5 million years in between seasons.
Well, or, when you're talking to people who forgot that they broke down the Outlander trailer too much.
Yeah, that too. One of us forgot.
No.
Aren't I the one that said, didn't we do this already? Okay, so listen. So Jon Snow's, okay, Daenerys is not his,
Daenerys.
I call her Daenerys, I don't know why. Like Darius Rucker. Okay. At least I don't call her, I used to call her Khaleesi forever, or just where I'm a dragon. So Daenerys.
Breaker of chains.
I thought they were brother and sister when it all came out. They're not. She's his aunt.
Yeah.
Now, is his father that awful brother of hers?
No, it's another brother.
Did we ever see said other brother?
So. No.
Okay, so he had to have been a good guy. So was Ned Stark's sister and Daenerys' brother in love?
I'm guessing that they were, yes.
So she was afraid that they would kill Jon Snow, and that's why she told Ned Stark to act like, to pretend he was his.
I don't know I don't remember exactly how that went down, but see, I thought that the article you were going to talk about here, and tell me if this isn't the case, was, okay, remember a couple weeks ago, Gilly and Sam were like in the library looking at all the or looking at all the books Sam steals like every day.
They're like my favorite on the whole show.
The
annulment conversation.
Yeah, she's like, Sam, what's an annulment? And he's like, it's when you go. I can't.
When two people are no longer married.
But all of a sudden, like, it's like, wait a minute.
Okay, I'll be up in a minute. Tom says hello and good night.
Who says hello and good night?
Tom.
Hi, Tom. Hello and good night.
He can't hear you, but she says, hi, Tom. Hello. I'll be up in a few. Are you good? Okay.
What was I going to say?
The annulment conversation.
Yeah. So he got an annulment from his other wife so that he could marry Ned Stark's sister. So they were legally married. So Jon Snow is not a bastard. He is Jon Targaryen, rightful Piney on the seat of the Iron Throne.
And she knows it. Daenerys knows it.
How does she know it? I don't think she knows it.
Oh, she knows it. She totally knows it. Didn't you catch? First of all, this isn't the first time I knew she knew it. She totally knows it, number one.
How would she know it?
It was last week's episode. There was some exchange where you could see it in her, like the light bulb came on. Number one. Number two, didn't you catch in this, when he woke up and was okay, and she was sitting there, like she came into focus, you know, her big head is like all you're seeing on the screen. And at the end of that conversation, he sort of is like, yes. And she's like, okay, I gotta go. Because she knows that they're related and he's her. I don't know that she knows he's her nephew. She figured it out because what's his name said the red woman brought him back to life. Or said that he was stabbed and he died and that he was brought back to life. And then she was like, you could see the wheels turning. Why aren't you in bed? Go to bed. Yeah. You could see the wheels turning and she realized, oh my God, he's immortal just like me. That was last week, though.
Okay. First of all, I wasn't aware she was immortal. I was aware she could walk through fire. But, you know, if, like, Cersei Lannister, like, gave her some of that poison kiss,
yeah,
like, she's going to drop like a stone.
So maybe not immortal, but was able to be brought back to life.
But she never died. We're going to have to agree to disagree on that one. I think the wheels were turning and just being like, this is it. This is a really, you know, I trust this guy. Mm-hmm. This guy's the real deal.
I'll do that.
Also, he's hot as F. And, you know, he, like, could be the first guy, like, since, you know, Khal Drogo that, like, you know, could float my boat.
No.
And because she's a fool and she's not seeing Ser Jorah standing right there, hot as F, and
that is on fire.
Isn't that a hot take?
This is how you know.
The hottest of takes.
This is how you know you're a mature 40-something. When you watch that show, and he's the one that you're like,
I'm sorry, people. Ser Jorah.
Scabby.
I'll take it with the grayscale, bro.
Scabby scars and all. His head looks like a patchwork quilt.
He is hot as Sir Richard in Downton Abbey, and he's hot as Ser Jorah. Yeah. And he loves her. Yeah. He would walk through fire for her.
Well, she loves him too.
And he can't live through fire.
But she loves him too. She totally loves him. You don't see that.
I don't think so. I used to think maybe she did.
Girl, did you not see her when he came back? She was like jumping out of her skin. She totally. I think they're always going to be that, not star-crossed, but they're always going to be that couple that's just not a couple. and I'm telling you right now, I kind of think she is immortal, though. I don't know. I really feel like she and Jon obviously have that same family trait where they can sort of like avert death, like.
But the thing is, this is the other thing I was going to say. Like, he didn't avert death; he was brought back to life.
Right. Okay.
Big difference. You know, he's not like if Melisandre hadn't been around, like
turning. She even said later. What did she said to what's his name? What did he say about him being stabbed? She was clarifying and confirming that he was.
But she's never seen this before. She's never seen that like somebody has been brought back to life.
I'm making this up in my head. This is what go back and watch it.
No, I know. She said that. I know she
knows. And when he started making goo goo eyes at her the other night, she was like, Oh, I gotta go. Bye
I
bye.
think she's just into him, but I don't think she knows that he's related to her.
I
I do not. We'll agree to disagree. We'll see who's right.
You can't whip out your phone and check the text on this one. What?
And I wish I had gotten that far in the books, but I did not. I'm only at the end of book 3.
You can just
of the
walk
game.
by. You're
All right,
you're
so-
on book. I never even read the book, so I don't know. Nice.
So, all right.
All right, no, go. Goodbye. Good night. I love you, buddy. So wait. So that was the one thing, and then the other thing I wanted to say was, so are you going to tell me that Ned Stark, you have no idea. We get accosted when we're out. When your last name is Stark, it's pretty cool. Let me tell you, because everybody is like, oh my God, is your last name really Stark?
And Tom, just call me Ned.
No, Tom really doesn't care. But my brother-in-law and sister-in-law and I were I told you, the White Dog in Philly last week. And the hostess was like, oh, is your name John Stark? She was like, do you know yet that you're you?
Are you a bastard?
Yes, she totally. And then I had some woman from Verizon on the phone one day. She was like in Tennessee, and she was like, this is the coolest day of my life. I'm talking to a Stark. And all I could think of was you signing mop autographs at the Diana Gabaldon thing when somebody recognized you as Tracey from the video. But anyway, listen. All right, you guys. Catelyn Stark, she spent her whole life from the day Jon Stark was born, Jon Snow was born, hating Jon Snow.
Right.
So are you going to tell me that Ned Stark was so like, oh, keep your secret, that he never told his own wife? She thinks that he cheated on her all these years.
Maybe it was that important. I don't know. Maybe we don't know.
I mean, we saw it through younger brother's eyes. He had the vision.
God, Bran is on my last nerve. Oh, geez,
you know what, though?
Louise.
You have to see him in real life. He's absolutely adorable, and even he is like, I don't know what I'm doing on this show anymore. Honest to God.
Bran's on my last nerve.
He was on like Conan or something, and I swear to God, they had like a panel, and it came to him, and he was like, I don't even know what I'm there for. But he was really cool with like his jeans and his sneakers, and I was like, I love him. He's adorable. He's like so young.
But Game of Thrones is so good this season. I mean, it's just like I said, it's so tight. It's so narratively no wasted time. I mean, there's still a lot of people to get through, and I would like to see more Brienne of Tarth, who I love.
Oh my God, I love her, and I love that the redheaded beard guy, the wilding dude.
Oh my God, is that not the greatest? I don't know. I still don't know his name.
There better be a hookup at some point between those two.
I know.
Now, what did you think about Sansa and her the other day when she was like, and Sansa was like, and she was like, like, do you think, because when she walked away, Sansa kind of was like, I think Sansa was like, oh, I hate doing that to her, but I have to, for her own good type of thing. I don't think Sansa's as bitchy as she came off this week. Sansa really came off, totally.
She's under stress. And Arya all of a sudden this week was like...
Biatch.
I know! I'm going to be evil. I'm going to be evil.
Am I the only one who keeps... Oh my God, you even looked like her just then.
A girl is going to be a bitch today. A girl is feeling really bitchy today.
I could laugh even harder, but I'm like, I must look like a complete idiot. So wait. Okay, Arya.
It's starting to really rain here. So.
Arya, why are you bitchy McBitch pants right now?
I know.
I swear to God, how about when she had the knife at Sansa and she was basically like, I could kill you and wear your face tomorrow. I want her to go dig up Joffrey and wear his face around.
I know, right? After the end of last season, she has her pickup faces. Like, think about it. Tommen, Marjorie, all those people that got killed in the last.
Marjorie's face is in 10,000 pieces. But I don't get that. I feel bad for Sansa. Arya was so mean to her. Like, I was like, dude, that was years ago. Sansa was a little kid. And even poor Sansa was like, I was a little kid. Like, what the hell do you want from me?
I know. Arya's got to, like, learn to, like, play nice with others, you know? She's got to, like, get over this whole, like, you know, like me on my own kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out. Ooh, there's gonna be like big storm, so I'm trying to figure out if I have to close the windows.
I'm trying to crack my ears.
Because all right, we should wrap this up. But
turn.
That's what I was gonna say. All right. So I honestly don't remember if we talked about it in the last video or not. Whether I was all caught up. Was I? I don't remember. But anyway, I got all caught up. Carol and I fulfilled both our ends of the bargains, the Gilmore Girls bargain and the Turn bargain.
We did, didn't we?
And I was on board, I think, by, if not the beginning of the last season, very soon into the last season, I was caught up. And
John Andre.
I know. Can I either stop for a minute or you just talk for a couple seconds?
Okay.
All right.
So you guys, Turn, Washington Spies. First of all, one really creepy yet cool thing was that I got to see it in Philadelphia. Tom was in the hospital, and I was with him that night that Turn's finale was on. Tracey, I don't even think knows this. So I watched it in the hospital in Philadelphia at the University of Pennsylvania Hospital, and which the University of Pennsylvania has been around for so long, and some of the names from the 18th century that you would know actually studied there. So it was a really, really cool experience, except for the fact that we were at the hospital. But I'm so devastated that Turn isn't on any longer. I do think they wrapped it up beautifully. And once they wrapped it up, it was sort of like, okay, it needed to end here and like this and blah, blah. Clearly, I mean, the war was over, but we could have all, let's be honest, Turn fans could have gone on and on and on watching, you know, the day-to-day of the war and the situations that went down. But I do have to say that once John Andre was gone in season 3, I mean, how are you going to top that, really? That finale, holy crap, how are you ever going to top that? As I went running up to New York to go see, you know, where they held him before they hung him, where they hung him. It's so powerful. And I felt like such a dumbass through that entire season that I didn't know the ins and outs. And every time you tell somebody about that situation with Benedict Arnold and John Andre, they go, the Brady Bunch. Because of Peter Brady. See, I just laugh. Tracey's not even here and I'm laughing. When Peter Brady is Benedict Arnold in his school play or something, and everybody says, oh yeah, John Andre, and I'm like, where was I? I watched every single Brady Bunch like 5 million times, and I remember it, but I guess I just didn't understand, and I really didn't learn too much about him in school. So I was very captivated by the John Andre character on Turn. And it's really interesting to read about him and Google him and see the differences and similarities between his character on Turn and the way he really was in real life, and what they think of him in England versus what they think of him in the United States. Same thing for Benedict Arnold. Like, you know, my whole life it's been like, oh yeah, you're a real Benedict Arnold traitor. But, you know, you ask some, like, let's say, for instance, one of my kids' history teachers, when I mentioned that I was going to see where John Andre had been hung, and he piped up and said Benedict Arnold, like one of the most misunderstood people in history. So that was a really, really neat thing to watch. I wish I knew how to say his name. Hi. I'm talking about who plays Benedict Arnold. Oh, do you say his name Owen? I
don't know the names of any of them.
Oh, all right. Well,
don't even ask me. I know there's Mr. Nev Campbell.
Okay, hang on a minute. He and Jade, because I was just having a conversation with myself and these fine folks.
I just closed the windows because it's raining. Sorry.
He and JJ Field really brought it home for me. And I have to say, obviously I've said from day one, I will be very sad that I'm not going to see Seth Numerick on TV once a week. And I don't mean that like, ooh, let's be honest. I could be the guy's older sister, not mother. Yeah, mother. But talk about fine acting. I mean, I don't know if you've ever Googled him or know his backstory, that he's, came from Broadway and was the youngest person ever to attend Juilliard for acting. Yes, I'm telling you right now. Like,
I know he has a tiny house.
See, and built his own tiny house with Louise. I find him to be such a fantastic actor. And I've said it before, the accent that he did that was sort of an accent, but not really, but that's how he had to do it. It just like coming off of an Irish accent and this newfound American accent, and the kids from Minnesota, it just blew me away. So many, and oh my God, Ian Kahn, George Washington. Oh my God.
He was really great. He was really, I mean, like,
superb.
He was really, you see George Washington in like so many different movies or films, whatever. He was really good. He was like, yeah, he was just like in your mind's eye what you would picture George Washington to be.
I worry about him. What's going to happen to him now?
What do you mean? Like, are any of them going to get work?
He's so George Washington.
Well, I mean,
too bad that show on Fox was canceled.
I think the saving grace, and this isn't very like, I mean, I think it's true, even though, it's kind of not the best thing in the world, that like, not that many people watch that show.
What, Turn?
Yeah.
Which isn't that sad?
So it's not like he's never going to get work because, didn't you play George Washington in Turn? I loved you. But, like, you're too George Washington to me. I can't cast you in anything.
Well, perhaps if AMC had actually promoted the show, people might have.
I think the Turn was, I mean, you and I really like historical things, clearly.
Yes.
But I think maybe it was a bit of an investment. If you, like, it's a very niche-y kind of show. That said, if I had been in the marketing department of AMC, I would have been all over, like, pretty much pulling whatever publicity I could out of the whole, like, Hamilton in the zeitgeist of, pop culture.
Right.
Making every damn connection I could. And I said that really only to state that I got tickets to Hamilton.
I know, right? What a segue. She's so obvious. Oh my God.
I know, I'm so excited. Birthday 2018.
That's so cool that you got them on your birthday. You guys, she got the tickets for her birthday.
Because you had to lock and load. The way it worked was they have a new thing now called a verified fan ticket thing. Where, I mean, it's like trying to get a damn ticket to that Entertainment Weekly premiere, pretty much. You have to, like, register at Ticketmaster, and then and then register for this specific fan thing, and then if you get picked, then they send you a code, and then you have to, it's like a pre-sale code, and you have to, like, log on and pick the date and have the thing all ready to go with your code when tickets are available. So I already had to pick a date, and I was like, all right, I'll pick my birthday. And my birthday this year is on a Friday, which I think made it a little, like, made the seats a little, like, dicier.
That's very cool, though.
But I did. Boom. Done.
Right on.
Yeah, I can't believe how much I paid for it, but...
Oh, I'm afraid to ask.
I know. But anyway, so Turn. So, and surprisingly, Alexander Hamilton in Turn, not that important.
No.
Mm-mm. Not that, very incidental character.
Well, young.
Yeah. But I think that's probably true as well. I thought the show was really good. I thought the last season was a little bit all over the place.
They definitely were. It was almost like, all right, we're wrapping this up, so we're not even going to worry about it. I had to laugh at, is his name Bern Gorman in real life? Hewlett. Oh my, like, what was he in season 4? He was just like fun for the audience who loves him.
Let's talk about this a little bit. So, okay, this was a problem to me. And it's a hard thing about the fact that and I mean, I think I read some stuff there that they didn't worry so much about his being historically accurate. That said, like, clearly, if you're doing a show about the Revolution, Benedict Arnold has to be a traitor. Andre has to get hung. George Washington has to be like the commander in chief. The colonists need to win the war. Like, you can't kind of like screw around with that. And I think that they probably felt that way about Simcoe, and Simcoe had to end up being a good guy because he's kind of a hero in Canada.
Kind of. They have a day named after him.
Yeah, I know. But, like, to me, not only was it not believable that he would turn, so to speak, into a somewhat good guy or a begrudgingly good guy.
Yeah.
But it was narratively what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my God, you guys, my brain is just fried. Unsatisfying. It was narratively unsatisfying. And the reason I say that is all the Caleb stuff in earlier on in season 4, like, okay, with Outlander, Blackjack needed to die, needed to have horrible things happen to him. He needed to be trampled by the Qs or the Qs or whatever. And actually, we know he didn't. But like we need him to get his because of what he did to Jamie, and because of the douchey douche that he is. And I think it was the same with Simcoe for me. And the fact that, like, Simcoe, that Hewlett got to his bedside, got to him with the knife, like, was ready to, like, take his revenge, and then was like, well, you were sort of, like, nice to your, like, Queen's Rangers douchey bags, so I'll let you go. Didn't buy it.
I agree, but I think, number one, Hewlett was always above him, was always above Simcoe.
Yeah, but then what you want to have happen is for Abe to be like, excuse me, I'll take care of it. Boom.
I think that I loved the way they did it with Hewlett, because I thought it was brilliant, because I felt like Hewlett was the only one who could get away with having the chance and not killing him, because Hewlett's just so good, and he's just so good, and they had to let him live. I am on some message boards, not message boards, but like Facebook pages and stuff, where people were like going on and on. Do you think they're going to kill Simcoe? And it's historical fiction. This isn't, it's not true to form. So I was like, I don't want them to, because come on, the guy was like the governor of Canada. Like, he really.
I mean, I don't think they could. I don't think they could with him. I think they could with I think I read somewhere that Hewlett was a made up character. And I maybe Judge Woodhull was made up. I don't really remember.
No, Judge Woodhull.
But Simcoe was just like, it was so over the top with him and Caleb. I thought it was just so like, wait, let me rewatch that Blackjack and Jamie scene again, so I can get more ideas for how to be like really like like horrible and like.
What? I think he was watching Mock Me. I don't know. Samuel Rauken. I love him to pieces after this show. He was so fantastic. I don't know. I thought he had a lot of fun with the character. I just thought he was almost borderline comic relief. Let's be honest. Simcoe on the show. Oh my God. Come on. There were some times when he was like, and you were like, he played it. He played it up, I think. And Hewlett was just so good. And I think that also the war was over, and they were like, you know what? Like, this is ending. We're so done. Hewlett was like, I just want to live with horses on a farm somewhere.
And do my science.
As I was telling these guys while you weren't here, I just made mention of the fact that Tom was in the hospital in Philadelphia. And I watched the finale of Turn Washington Spies in the University of Pennsylvania Hospital. And on the one hand, that sucks. But on the other hand, the ever positive Carol saw it as, do you know where I am? This is the University of Pennsylvania. I mean, some of these guys studied here. And I am sitting in this building watching. It was very powerful, I have to say. Very powerful.
I also thought that the last 5 minutes I really liked. I liked the way they wrapped everything up.
Well, a nurse came in, so I really need to go back and watch like the whole episode again, and definitely the last 15. I was like, when is this going to end? Because I was staying in a hotel, so I had to I was getting nervous. I didn't want to be cabbing around by myself. You know what I mean? So I was like, why isn't this over? Because it was like 10:15 and it was still going.
I think it did run a little long too.
It ran long.
It was super sad.
Yeah, and like a nurse came in. I definitely have to go and watch the episode again, especially the last half hour, because I was a little confused in some spots. Well, who did you just mention? Not Hewlett, Woodhull,
Caleb.
Not Caleb.
It was a little convenient in that they were all like they were sitting at the dinner table, like when George Washington came to dinner, which was really cool.
Oh,
and they were all like,
oh my God,
and
Abe, mind your manners.
What's his name? Ben Talmadge was like, oh yeah, I'm getting married to some chick named Mary. And Caleb was like, yeah, I'm getting married too to some. Like,
they just picked
bringing on these ladies.
Yeah, who they married in real life. I know. I was like, really, Ben? Was she around when you were humping with what's her name? With the Tory?
Oh, can we just talk about Anna Strong, by the way? And and I think we did talk about this. This is sounding sort of familiar. That we did talk about how Celia Strong was like
the hottest one on the show.
But B, hello, he's smoking. Anna, what go back on to Philadelphia with him.
Yeah, Abe, really? Abe? Are you kidding me? Did I tell you that, you guys, I'm into this tracing ancestry, genealogy, whatever, and I did my DNA with the swab and Tracey. So I am on one night, and I don't know how I came to it, but one of the sites, maybe more than one, will tell you if you have some type of a link to somebody from history.
Oh, who are we related to?
Did you just say you? Because I believe we're both pretty much.
No, I said who are we related to?
It made it look like we could be related to Mary Woodhull.
Really?
Kick-ass, badass Mary.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Mary, the only one that could actually take out Simcoe?
Yeah.
That's thinking like Tracey here?
I had some kind of, there was some kind of link between us. That isn't even the coolest link. If any of you watch Vikings or The Last Kingdom, I don't know how this is even remotely possible, but I had some link to Ragnar Lodbrok. You don't watch Tracey, Vikings, get on it. Oh my God. Did I steer you wrong with this? Vikings and The Last Kingdom, which is also with Vikings. It's like Vikings, but it's different. Oh my God.
I do not watch either of those, so I've never heard of that person, but I'm glad we're related to them.
He's only the most badass Viking ever. In the history of badass Vikings.
So Turn is gone, so we will mourn it.
Tracey, you weren't here when I was talking about Seth Numerick and how I'm very sad that I'll never see him on my TV every Saturday again.
Well, he might pop up in something else.
I hope so.
Or keep track and we'll go see him in a Broadway show, if in fact he is at a theater.
I would love... He was in The War Horse?
Oh, the Broadway show?
Yes.
Yeah, you never saw the movie? It was good.
He's been in a bunch. He did Broadway first, and then I'm telling you right now, I would totally... You know me, you guys, Tracey's like, we should do this. And I'm like, I'm a country mouse. I live at the Jersey Shore. I can't get into the city. It's too hard. They need better public transportation for me to sit on a train and get into the city.
Well, New York public transportation from New Jersey these days is just not good anyway.
It sucks. For me to get into the city, it is 2 hours and 15 minutes on the train if I go from Manasquan. So anyway, you guys, I'm serious, Tracy. I will get my ass. I will haul my cookies all the way to the beach for Seth Newman.
Seth Numbnuts, as I
But
call
you
him
gotta-
in my head.
But you got to remember something. He played Ben Talmadge again, just a character that's so good and so right, and so I will miss Turn very, very much.
So what
Oh my
else?
God!
Anything else?
Wait, Peggy Shippen. She turned at the end into a big old bitch. At the end,
I think she had a lot of regrets.
well, she was so mean to Abigail, who liked my tweet. P.S.
So we know that she didn't okay. Break this down a little bit. So she was gonna take the boat to go to Nova Scotia, but then they were like, no, we're not taking anybody. You all got to get off. And she was in chains last we saw her, but she was hiding a gun. So what happened?
I don't know. I kind of wondered the same thing, and that's about when the nurse came in, and I was like, wait, what happened to Abigail?
That's all you.
Because
I think I read something that they were
Tracey,
like, don't worry, she got free and got off with Abakin. I don't know his name.
At that part, though, he was amazing. At that part, the way they said it, they were like, it was almost like the Beverly Hillbillies, like Ben Talmadge married his wife Mary, and then they were like, and Abigail couldn't get away, and it was almost like you were going to hear do 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 do. It was like,
but then she was packing, so it was all.
I don't know. The sad Brady theme was playing in my head as that was happening. But you didn't talk about Peggy Shippen.
Well, what do I need to talk about her for?
Oh my God, you have to read The Traitor's Wife. Read The Traitor's Wife.
I would rather talk about how Benedict Arnold was totally Gaston. Like, they could have just taken the cartoon of Gaston, and I might have talked about this in the last video too, but it's just, seriously, that's how that dude had to prepare to, he would just probably watch Beauty and the Beast every day and be like,
I used to watch...
I'm especially good at expectorating.
I used to watch him on one of those forensic crime shows. I forget which one he was on. He was on a crime show. And when I put the two and two together and realized it was him, I was like, as I told everyone while you were gone, I just never really learned about John Andre. You learned about Benedict Arnold, his traitor. Never really learned about John Andre growing up. Mm. And then I watched this and I said, and anybody you talk to is like, the Brady Bunch. And I'm like,
yeah, that's what I would say.
I remember the Brady Bunch episode.
On American soil, it can mean both on that.
But I don't remember ever learning about him. So anyway, let's move on. I think that's it. I think this is all we have in us.
I'm trying to think anything else. We're right now in the last season of Bloodline. Probably have about 5 more episodes to go. I don't know, you guys. I'm invested, so I'm going to stick in with it. But
okay, you know what?
The hell.
So as I also told everyone while you were gone, that Seth Numerick is, a young thing, and I just appreciate his acting. Then there's Kyle Chandler.
I'm even sick of Kyle Chandler at this point. Here's Kyle Chandler in this show. Looking like he smells something funny all the time.
I would rather watch Kyle Chandler smell something funny every day than watch some of the crap that's out there.
Bloodline, and I love everybody on it too. Sissy Spacek.
Oh, she this season is just, Tracey, this last season of Bloodline is so, you could almost stop watching.
I'm telling you. I think we just watched either episode 3 or 4 of 10. The baby's been born. Okay. So there's, I don't know, 6 more episodes. And honest to God, again, I've invested this much. I've got to see it through.
Oh boy.
But really? Is it going to be this weird?
Yes.
The whole rest of the time?
Weirder. The only thing that gets you through is Kyle Chandler. Looking like he smelled something bad.
He's kind of bloated. He's just always hot and sticky. he's just like needs a shower.
Tracey, they are in the Keys. Are you kidding me? Everybody looks like that. Don't you be busting on Kyle Chandler. Jeez.
I don't know. We'll see if I stick it out. I have not started House of Cards yet.
Neither have we. I just can't.
Oh,
It's too real life. I can't do it. Can't.
Let's talk. I don't think we talked about this in the last video. Orange is the New Black.
Stopped watching.
Really? You did not make
watching.
You and John. I got through the whole thing, and it was an interesting choice to do what they did.
They killed that show. They broke my heart. They killed that show. Come on, season 1 with that hilarious guard and Crazy Eyes. Oh my God, it was such. And what's her name? Who they later put in solitude and made her take her leave off. Oh my God, Sophia. Like, I just loved that show. And it was so much fun with Piper in the beginning. And then it sort of started getting weird. And this past season, we got a few into it. It was just social justice everywhere. And it has its place. But I do not watch that show to feel guilty. And you know what I'm saying? It's too real life for me. I watch a lot of TV to get away from the shit that's going on TV. I do not. It's not entertainment to me at all.
I thought that Tracey had a really good season. I thought that.
I love Tracey. She's so awesome. And that's what kills me.
Oh, that's what we didn't talk about either. And we're not going to really get into it now because we've been talking forever. But the Emmy nominations, they're pretty much all the same as last year, including Uzo Aduba for the 15th millionth time. And she did have a good season this season. It's probably deserved this season. I don't know that it's been the past couple seasons, but Tracey was the star of that.
And she didn't get nominated.
Nope.
She really was very good. Very good. But honest to God, it got like cell block H for me. I was like, this is way too serious. It was just nothing like what I signed up for. You know what I mean?
It just kind of like, I think the last couple episodes were pretty good, but the middle section was just like, oh my friggin' God, will SWAT just like come in and just like take him down?
That's where I left. You know what? I will go in and take them down because I just left. I was like, I don't care anymore. I didn't care about what's her name. See, I'm like you with Turn. I didn't care about the one who shot the guy.
Diaz.
Yeah. I didn't.
Yeah.
I haven't cared about her since her prison boyfriend took off.
I know.
You know what I mean? Don't care. I love
right,
who's the blonde with the crazy hair? New
Nikki?
York girl.
Nikki?
Love her to pieces.
Oh, she was great too. She had a really good season too.
Everything she does, she always delivers. I love the girl from
the Crazy Red Lipstick Girl was good too.
Is she from like New Zealand?
Yes, she's from like Australia or New Zealand or someplace like that. Yeah.
And she does that New York accent.
Yeah.
She's so good. I mean, they're all so good. In the beginning few seasons, would watch and I would just be glued. They were so bright and funny, and the writing, and then it just now it's like an after school special. I just can't do it.
It kind of had that Game of Thrones problem, is that there's just too many of them.
But how come we still love Game of Thrones?
I know. I still like Orange is the New Black. It just was a little bit like, I respect the attempt at being original and like having the whole season over 3 days or whatever it was. But at the end of the day, it was like, no.
And Poussey was one of my favorite characters. So when she was gone, I was like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. I was just going to say, what could we please have a flippant line from Peter Dinklage? Just one? My God. They've turned him into like, he's just so serious all the time. He doesn't even drink. He drank one day.
I know. Grace, you must do this. You must do that. Your people are not going to do.
Yeah, I am your arm, but I am not your mind. I mean, come on, give him something. This is the man who said, like, I drink and I know things. Remember the Joffrey slap a couple seasons ago? I mean, where is that Peter Dinklage? And how about the guy he hangs out with all the time? Again, who was on the panel, and you know, he's always in the dress thing. He was on the panel, and he basically, I hope I didn't make this up in my head, but I think he basically said, I just pretty much stand there. He is so cute in real life. Have you ever seen him?
Oh, I think he has hair in real life.
He's not bald. He has a full head of salt and pepper hair. He dresses really sharp in like a jacket and like a blazer, and he's absolutely adorable.
Yeah. It's always fun to like see the whole like what the people look like in real life. Like Daenerys she doesn't have that blonde. She has like dark hair.
She doesn't get recognized. Like she said, I read something where she was like, yeah, I walk around. Oh no, I think Tom was saying that she went to audition for something. And the guy was like, have you ever done anything?
She's like, I'm the breaker of chains.
You know? And she was like, oh, well, I'm on a show now. And they were like, oh, really? What? And she was like, Game of Thrones. And they were like, if she came into, you know, some place where I was standing and she came in, I think I would bow. I would take a knee, okay? I would bend the knee. I would bend the knee to her. Oh my God. But what about Jon Snow? Jon Snow is the ruler, the rightful ruler, but he doesn't have it in him like she does.
No, he doesn't want to be king. That's why I think as much as anything he's going to bend the knee, because he's just like, you know what? Yeah, it's all good.
He did.
It's all
he
good,
did bend
bro.
the knee. He did.
That's why I said he bent the knee because
right before he gave her bedroom eyes and she backed on out because she knows.
That's not quite right. It's totally like Marty McFly and his mom. She's gonna be like, something's not right.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. Just go talk to Jamie and Cersei, and they'll hit you straight on that.
All right. Okay. I think we're at about the what? One more.
Now she's going to tell the world that she is pregnant with her brother's child. It was one thing to know all this brood was his in the first place, but now she's pregnant and she's going to tell everybody, who will we say it is? Yours. That was a creep fest like none other.
She's out of control, Cersei Lannister.
And her bad wig is out of control too. Oh my God, I just want to tear my...
Her hair wasn't grown at all?
That's coming from someone with this bad 80s too, and even I know that way is bad.
I think you have the Meister be working on some sort of like, you know, hair growth formula. If you're Cersei, I mean, you can make pretty much anything happen. Like, but like, really? Like, you can have like that, like, you know, like I'm 5 and I'm little Lord Fauntleroy.
Where are your little...
I know you consider yourself sitting on the Iron Throne, but like, come on.
She needs some shorts and knee socks. I love that black outfit though that she wears, and now she's gonna try and be all, oh Sansa, remember when I made you tea that one time? Because now she knows that Sansa didn't kill her Joffrey. She's writing herself letters, and now Brienne's going, oh my God, what's going to happen there? Oh, she had a little crush on Jamie.
Oh, true that. I forgot about that.
Oh, I can't wait to see them together again.
Ooh, very interesting.
I think Sansa has to die.
Jamie Lannister's allegiance to Brienne of Tarth.
I think Sansa has to die. Where's she going? Do you know who I want Sansa with? Who do you want Sansa with?
Tyrion. Her husband.
I want Sansa with Theon.
Well,
is that his
I guess
name?
they're not related.
They're not related.
No.
Look.
Theon is kind of pathetic.
Well,
sorry.
was it Tom who said to me, yeah, but Theon's... And you know, Theon's got no apparatus.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, well, neither does the unit.
Neither does Grey Worm,
And they got it
okay.
on.
Can we just talk about that episode where if you're going to spend 10 minutes on Grey Worm and Missandei getting it on.
Naked.
We got to see it.
I have to be honest.
We got to see it. Look,
I
10 minutes of a Game of Thrones episode when there are 7 episodes in the season is far too long to be spending on some sex scene unless we are seeing the lack of it.
Weren't you like
full frontal?
I was
full
like
frontal.
I was like, oh my God, they're not going to show it, are they?
Full frontal.
You know you wanted to see it.
Yeah, of course, and they didn't, and that was
George R.R. Martin. Why are you obsessed with men being castrated? What is up with that? And being not just castrated, but like, but I do want Theon. That's his name, right? I do love him. I hated him with a passion when the series first started, and now I just love him. And he is strong. Look what he did. He saved Sansa. You know what I mean? I hated the way the guy said, he said, I tried to help her. I tried to save her about his sister. He's like, if you tried to save her, you wouldn't be here right now. I do love him.
I like his sister. I think she's cool.
Oh my God, enough making out with the chick from Rome already. Jeez, that was so bad and gratuitous. I was like, I thought Black Sails went off the air. And how about Dame, what's her name?
Oh, Diana Rigg. Lady Oleana.
Oh my
I love her.
God.
I love her.
How about her? Was she? You probably won't know, but was she in Midsummer Night's Dream 5 million years ago, like in the 70s? Did she? Do you think Cersei believes her because that's why Cersei wrote to Sansa?
I don't remember. I'm too tired.
Oh come on, Tracey, wake up! I have 2 more minutes anyway. Wait, there's more Game of Thrones, and I'm going to hang out and be like, we didn't discuss this.
I can't think of any more.
Right now, somebody watching this is going, talk about this. Talk about this. That's why we have to do one of those live
Let's start wrapping
things.
up because we've been talking for like an hour and a half.
All right. Oh, you don't watch Ray Donovan, do you?
No, but I kind of do want to. So I heard that's good.
Oh my God, it's so good. Although I might give up on that. Who just texted me? This is the year of Carol stopping shows in the end of the final season.
Okay, that. We started The Leftovers. We got 4 episodes in. I'm sorry. No.
Can I tell you?
Life is too short for...
You started the first season?
Yep.
I just started the last season of The Leftovers, and ask me how many episodes I got.
A half.
The first 2 seasons, I really enjoyed. I think it's only 2. The last season, that's just starting now, and that's it. We watched one episode, and I said, I don't need to watch any more of that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, no, there's several shows like that we started watching and just haven't really got back to them. No. All right. So
she's still hanging up on me.
I know. I'm really tired. It's been a long day. So Outlander, there's like echo.
I almost want to do a reaction video through the entire episode. I wish you and I could get together and watch it and have like the show in the one screen and us in the other screen watching the show.
I know. Well, the first time, as you know, because you're the same way, I have to have a pristine viewing. Just me and my computer screen watching the show. I like sometimes will take notes, but like normally I just watch it clean. Then I watch it again and take notes. Then by that time, I think the third time is when it's actually on, and I watch it and live tweet it.
Okay, number 1. Ain't nobody got time for that. I don't have time to watch Outlander 17 times. At number 2, the first time I watch it has to be on my big ass cheesy TV. So I take the computer and the HDMI cable and I plug it in and I watch it on the TV. So I can see it huge.
HDMI cable on my TV.
Oh my God! Go to Walmart. They're like cheap. Get one.
That's probably smart.
You have a MacBook, right? You have an HDMI port. Yes, you do, sister.
On my Mac?
Yes. Look at it right now. You have one.
Got it. I don't think so.
Yes, you do.
I have USB port.
Yes, you do. It's on the...
Oh, maybe I do.
Uh-huh, you do. So get an HDMI cable and plug your computer into the TV. You have to change the input. The only thing that sucks is you can't use the remote control. Like and if you want to pause it or stop it, you have to get up and change the computer.
That's interesting.
But that's how I watch it every week. Because I want it big. I want it on my obnoxiously big American Costco TV.
Nice. So I guess not. So today's Tuesday. 2 weeks from tomorrow, we will be probably
2 weeks from tomorrow.
I know.
Holy
wow. I mean,
cow.
2 weeks. 2 weeks from Sunday.
Wow.
2 weeks ish, maybe a little more. But get ready. Leave us comments. Let us know what we should talk about. We're gonna be better. We're gonna be good girls. We'll be good, Mommy. Really, we will. And we'll try to do more videos, and we'll try to be more.
It was so Janet Jackson and the Iron on Good Times. Oh my God.
Penny.
Get Walona quick.
No, we would like to do more. We would like to do more stuff, and we would like to sort of broaden beyond Outlander, and it's just really finding the time and energy because, I mean, I don't know about you. I'm like exhausted all the time now. If this is what getting old is about, like, forget it. It's just sucky.
We're going to do our best.
We'll do our best. And that's it. So get ready. Get psyched.
I'm going right now to watch that trailer about 17 more times. And I'm going to pause it when he's like, her name was Claire. But first I'm going to pause it on Lord John. I think Carol's going to have a crush on TV Lord John.
Nice. All right, you guys. We will see you soon. Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye. You have to turn it off.
Oh, yeah. So I can say it again. It's like the bloopers.
Bye again.
Bye.